Here we have the latest high-performance super truck, the Ram RHO, and we are at the TFL airstrip, and I've been waiting for this video for so long.
As have I, because I have all three Raptor pickup trucks from Ford, so you better be worried.
So this is all about high performance, quarter mile times, 0 to 60s. I can see you brought the Ranger Raptor, EcoBoost Raptor, and Raptor R.
That's gonna make for a very interesting video, Andre.
So is this going to be a chaos? How do we organize this?
I think what we need to do with the newcomer RHO is see how it stacks up with each Raptor, moving up through the lineup. So we'll start with the Ranger Raptor, then move to the full-size Raptor, and finally on to the Raptor R. What do you think?
I think that's great. Let's do it. All right, so race number one, the brand new, all new, first ever RHO versus Ranger Raptor. But dude, why did you bring a tiny truck?
As if being fast is about being a
Bigger truck. How heavy is that RHO?
Well, it does weigh about 6,500 pounds.
Whew, that's about 1,000 pounds more than the Ranger Raptor, Andre. What do you got for power figures?
Well, this is the thing. This is the high output Hurricane inline six, twin turbo, 540 horsepower, and 521 pound-feet of torque.
Well, fair point to you. I'm pretty impressed. This Ranger Raptor, factory output, right off the production line, only 405 horsepower from this 3-liter V6. However, we have a Ford Performance tune that you can get from the dealership for less than $1,000. That brings me up to 455 horsepower, 536 pound-feet of torque. So I actually have more torque than you, Andre.
all right. Well, let's stop talking and let's start doing.
All right, so I am in sport mode. My traction control is disabled, and of course, four-wheel drive auto.
It's gonna be Alex counting us off.
Okay, good start. Oh, wow!
Ooh, this Ranger Raptor takes off fast, but the heavy RHO is faster.
That was a great launch.
Wow! Look at the Ram go! Look, at the end of the day, horsepower wins these races, but I'm surprised actually that the launch didn't go more to the Ranger Raptor. Could have built a little bit more boost, but you can't fight horsepower win and drag races.
Now, Andre, what was your quarter mile time?
I was at 13.48.
This truck ran a 1416, and if I started building boosts a little earlier, probably could have gotten an even more aggressive launch, but ultimately, horsepower does win races.
Well, you know what? I think I just got lucky there, really on the start. This thing just jumped off the line like it was completely just on fire. And I think it's a great time. So I cannot wait to see what you brought next.
By the way, Andre, what does that RHO stand for?
RHO stands for really high output. No, Ram high output.
Oh yeah, is that so?
Yeah, it's RHO, you know, it's not a TRX, it's RHO, it's a brand new truck.
Now, Andre, I'm not trying to be obtuse, I'm not trying to offend you or anything, but I heard, word on the street, that RHO stands for Remove Hellcat Option.
I've never heard that. Well, actually, no, I did hear that. Well, it's true, but I can see you brought a third generation F-150 Raptor with a 3.5 EcoBoost, but what are the specs?
We'll have a 3.5 liter EcoBoost now, so bigger motor than the Ranger Raptor, 450 horsepower though. So I don't actually have as much horsepower as the Ranger Raptor, which is interesting.
Yeah, but that's kind of the OG, right? I mean, you're in the F-150 Raptor right now.
That's true, and I feel like it is going to be the most direct comparison to make to that RHO, because both of these are the 6-cylinder versions of the big wide body off-road trucks on the market.
And you've got 35s. I have 35s. We're both wide body. We both have adjustable shocks. Let's go.
Oh, I did a bad launch and a lot of wheel spin. Oh my God. I just did a big burnout.
You know, funny enough, traction control off. I just did like a 20-foot long burnout.
I might have to take a slightly less aggressive launch there.
Are you in four-wheel drive auto?
Well, now that I look at it, I told it to shift to 4 auto, and it decided to what would we say? Retaliate, rebel. It's like a teenager.
No, dude. Ram Rebel is a different truck. You're in the F-150 Raptor.
Well, now it's telling me in 4 auto, so I'll believe it this time.
That's the difference between these two trucks. You actually can go two-wheel drive. I cannot. I have to be in four-wheel drive auto.
Oh, where's the fun in that, Andre? Yeah, so let's just say I did that burnout on purpose as a demo.
All right, he had a good launch.
Might have jumped on the start there a little bit, but I got to do something to try and make up for the power difference.
It doesn't look like it matters at all.
And there's just nothing you can do, man. That RHO, tell you what, when it starts cooking, it boils.
Yes! RHO cleans up.
Oh, Andre, jumped just a little bit there on the start.
See if I could do anything to scrape a victory with this V6 Raptor. But that RHO, once it gets moving, it's like a freight train.
It is like a choo-choo. It just keeps going and going. Do you have some numbers for me? What'd you do as far as time in the quarter mile?
I got a 14.43, so a little bit slower than that tuned up Ranger Raptor. Oh, and I just cut you off too. But still pretty quick time and not that far off, but we're still not into the RHO territory yet, but we haven't worked through all of the Raptor lineup. You've got a real truck to contend with next.
Yeah, I do. And by the way, I want to thank one of our viewers and friends, Brandon, for allowing us to use his EcoBoost Raptor. My friend, I don't think this is fair. First of all, you brought a supercharged V8, and your truck is very expensive, although it is very nice, versus my truck that costs about $84,000. Your truck costs, what, $114,000?
Well, some people say, Andre, that you get what you pay for, and this is the Raptor R supercharged 5.2 liter V8, 720 horsepower, 640 pound-feet of torque. This is a beast. Just that V8 rumble alone should have you quivering over there in the RHO. You've had a nice run of effective drag races against the lesser Raptors, but that all comes to an end right now.
Well, I'm staring at your gigantic tires, which are 37s versus my 35s, so you have to turn a lot of mass there. So I'm hopeful, a little bit hopeful still.
Are you?
Good launch! Come on!
Oh, whoa! Let's go, Raptor R!
No!
Yeah, there's no competition there.
Oh! that noise? I could hear the V8 from here.
This truck, look at it, 95, 101, 105, 110. I hit the speed limiter there. Woo! Wow, I hit my top speed limiter there. Right at the end, though.
No, wait, you went 112 miles an hour? Yeah, I sure did. Right at the end, and quarter mile, 12.56. This Raptor R, even at a mile above sea level,
And even on an unprepped surface where we are today, this truck is shockingly fast.
All right, and I think both of us had really good starts. Actually, the RHO was very consistent. I'm pretty happy, but there's no way I have anything to do with catching the R.
Yeah, 12.56 on a pickup truck, again on an unprepped surface at a mile above sea level, is just a ridiculous time to be able to put down in something that's four-wheel drive. It's got 37-inch tires, it's got a rear locker, it's got a bed, it can tow a trailer. Oh my God.
And as a bonus, I think you may want to see this. Regular EcoBoost F-150 Raptor versus Raptor R.
You best be careful who you square up to, partner.
Can you see my eyes? I am giving you a John Wayne right now.
it's a pretty good John Wayne, to be honest.
Well, this is a bonus, right? This is regular F-150 Raptor versus R.
Obviously, we know the Raptor R is quicker. We just want to see by how much. I wager it's going to be a lot.
Got sport mode, all-wheel drive mode, traction control disabled, so I can dial in my launch just the way I want it. Okay.
Andre is self-soothing over there.
No.
Oh, it really throws you back in the seat. Well, let's see how quickly he disappears in the mirror.
He's so far away.
Ah, look, the Raptor is fast, but the Raptor R is much faster once again. And the speed limiter, just like that. Like clockwork at the end of the quarter mile. It's almost like they planned that. This truck walks up to its top speed so easily.
That is something else.
Are you sure this truck has to be $113,000? Because I could get used to it.
I don't know, like you said, good things cost money, I guess, but dude, that race was so different. I thought you were racing somebody else, not me.
Yeah, I just watched an orange speck disappear into my mirror. Now, it's also worth mentioning, there is one truck here that would be cool to have here, but that we don't have here. That's the TRX, and there's a reason that we don't have it here.
I really tried really hard, and we couldn't find one just for this filming. And I guess the story continues, right?
Yeah, and it would be cool to line up the TRX with some of these other trucks, but at the end of the day, they don't make the TRX anymore. But the rest of the trucks that are here are the flagship off-road trucks from Ford and from Ram.
Dude, I love this. I love looking at the numbers.
We've got data.
Okay, so the first race, the RHO versus Ranger Raptor, right?
Yeah.
And the RHO did a 0 to 60 in 5.09.
Which is impressive.
Pretty good for a mile above sea level, right? And 13.48. And the RHO starts at about 72,000.
Yeah. So, it's not a cheap truck, but compared to some of the other MSRP figures we're going to see here, not too bad.
Now, the Ranger Raptor, you launched it and you did a 0 to 60 in 5.79 and
Right.
also quarter mile in 14.16.
And that's not the best time I've ever gotten in that truck because I started building up boost a little later than I did the last time we went drag racing with it as the countdown was happening. So it didn't have quite as much boost on the launch. So it's about 2/10 slower than we've done, but still not enough to beat the RHO.
No, but you could have gone into the 13-second range probably.
Yeah,
in
really
the
high
Ranger.
13s.
Okay, but
And
now
that truck MSRP starts at about 55,000 with destination, call it 56.
alrighty, but now we're stepping up to the F-150 Raptor, the
Yep.
EcoBoost, right? So this truck, well, for 2024, it looks a little bit different, right? And it starts at about 80 grand.
Yeah, so it's quite a bit more expensive than the RHO.
And your 0 to 60 was 5.99,
So even slower than the Ranger.
slightly slower, but this truck also has 60,000 miles on it.
Yeah, so it's
So it's
beyond
not
broken
brand new.
in,
It's
yeah.
not brand new.
Yeah.
It's not brand new. And the quarter mile was done in 14.4. So the brand new EcoBoost Raptor could be a little bit quicker, but still will not beat the RHO.
And once again, mile above sea level, unprepped surface for a pickup truck. It's not like that's a bad time.
Now we come to, it's not fair.
The beast.
So we actually did 2 runs
Yeah.
in the Raptor R, and you laid down almost identical times.
Yeah, they were within what, a tenth or a hundredth?
1/100th of a second.
Yeah.
Yes. So the first one, the 0 to 60 was 4.36 seconds, quarter mile in 12.56, like you said.
Yeah, once again, those kind of times on 37-inch off-road tires
It should not be possible.
are insane.
Yeah. I mean, yes, Rivian R1T quad motor is going to be quicker. You know, the Cybertruck, Cyber Beast may be quicker, but
Yeah.
this is all about traditional.
It's about gasoline.
No, wide shoulders,
Yeah.
big tires. That's what we've done.
Yeah, and that truck, again, you could argue that you get what you pay for because you're not going to get one of those for less than what, $112,000? So it's an expensive beast, but an impressive truck. There's no other way to look at it.
No.
Funny enough, though, in this whole lineup of trucks, I don't know about you, but my pick would be that Ranger Raptor because that is faster than I think any pickup truck has any business being. And starting at 55 grand, that's not too bad.
I'm a toss-up between the RHO and the R, depending on your budget. You know, 84-ish thousand with options versus 114,000. The R. I mean, if money was no object, it's the R, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
That truck is a lot of fun.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us, and of course, we'll see you next time at oldtfl.com.
For more very useful scientific tests of trucks accelerating.
Yes.